Hi, I'm Veronica Switek with the Ybor City Development Corporation, and welcome to another edition of Ybor Flavors, a new show showcasing Tampa's National Historic Landmark District. Since 1989, the Ybor City Development Corporation, also known as the YCDC, and the city have been assisting Ybor City in the redevelopment of keeping our historic district alive. Some of the projects and programs that we have in Ybor City that the YCDC and the city have been responsible for include the YES team, who is responsible for the restrooms and keeping Ybor City clean. And we also have the Ybor ambassadors. You know, those friendly guys that you see along 7th Avenue and other parts of the district? They welcome visitors on a daily basis and give tours as needed. Some of the projects that we're responsible for include the Walk of Fame paver program. Families can actually buy some of the pavers on 7th Avenue and have their family name inscribed. The 7th Avenue Streetscape program, which include the trash cans, the benches, and the historic lampposts. We have free parking on 7th Avenue, and then we also have the marketing campaign that the YCDC has been responsible for. All of these projects and campaigns have been so important for our historic district in Ybor City and welcoming the visitors and making it friendly. Speaking of friendly, I am here today with Jim Corbett, the City of Tampa parking manager. Jim, how are you?
I'm well, Veronica. Good to see you again.
Thanks for joining us today.
Certainly.
So, I hear that we have this new parking program, and it's very exciting. Will you share it with us?
I certainly will. This is the City of Tampa Parking's Division's latest answer to the parking challenges in Ybor City. We call it our Pay and Display Multi-Space Parking Meter. I can show you how it works here.
Great.
When you pull into the lot, you'll pull into a parking space, and you'll come up to the parking machine. One of the things you'll notice when you first come up to the machine is the message screen here, which gives you a series of prompts. You can read that here. The first thing you'll do is you'll press buy. Actually, I'm sorry. You can use the prompts to determine the length of stay that you want to have. It's 75 cents an hour in the lot, but if you press more, you can go to 2 hours for $1.50. Press it again, you can go to 3 hours for $2.25. If you've made an error, you can simply hit the next button down, which says less, and that'll take you back to $1.50 or back to the original amount of 75 cents an hour. Now let's say you pull into the lot some afternoon and you want to stay all the way till the lot closes at the end of the night. All you'll do is hit the max button up here, and the max button will give you the amount of time from 2:59 p.m. all the way until the lot closes at 3 a.m. in the morning. It's a maximum amount. So again, once you've selected how much you want to pay for in the lot by using the arrows, let's go back to the 75 cents an hour because we're probably just going to be here for an hour today.
Okay.
The next thing you'll want to do is insert your method of payment into the machine.
Wait, I don't need quarters?
Quarters are not an option. Well, actually they are an option, but they're not mandatory anymore at this machine.
Wow, that's great news.
It is. Your three options are paying by dollar bill,
Okay.
paying by credit card through the credit card slot, or paying by coin. So today I've got a couple of dollar bills on me, and again, we're going to pay for that 75 cents an hour. So all I do is insert the dollar bill. Nope, you know what I forgot to do is hit the buy button. There we go. Now it
Of course you have to buy.
tells me to pay by using cash or credit card. So I'm going to use cash.
Wait, hold on. I can use my credit card
You
here?
certainly can.
Right here?
Through the credit card
You know,
slot
women
there.
never have credit or cash on them. Only credit cards.
I can show you how easy that is as well. So I've put in $1 for 75 cents, and out comes my receipt and change. Now what this will tell me here is that my parking session is good until 5:36 p.m., which is 1 hour from the time that we put our money in.
And what do you do with this?
I take this back to my car and I place it face up on the dashboard so that the enforcement officer can see that I'm paid for my 1 hour's worth of parking. It's that simple.
Now, what if I want to go ahead and move from this parking lot to another city-owned parking lot? Can I transfer it?
You certainly can. We call that our portability feature. You can simply, if you do not want to park in this lot, let's say you want to go over and have lunch on the west end of the district at a meter on the west end. You simply take this same receipt with you, get in your car, drive out of the lot, find another on-street meter, and you would pull up to that meter and display this on your dashboard in place of putting money inside that meter. And again, you're able to park free at that meter until 5:36 p.m. because that's the time limit that you paid for.
Wow, this is really innovative here.
How about that?
And where do you have these located?
We've got them located in two of our surface lots right now, our Ybor City Lot 5 and Ybor City Lot 6, which are both located north of 7th Avenue, between 20th Street and 17th Street.
Okay. This is fabulous. I am so excited, and like I said, I never carry quarters, so this is going to be just unbelievable how easy it is to use. So tell us about some of the other easy ways to park in Ybor City.
Sure. We actually have a program called the iPark Personal Parking Meter. Let's see, I'm gonna.
Looks like a coat hanger.
It's similar, yeah. Let me tell you how it works here. We've had this program out for about a couple of years now. It's simply works in the form of a preloaded debit card.
Okay.
You purchase this for a one-time cost of $20 from the parking division offices located downtown at the Fort Brooke parking garage.
So you actually go downtown and purchase this?
To purchase your initial device, correct. Then, for a small service fee of $5, we preload fees onto this for you. In other words, they come in amounts of $50 and $100. So once you've got your fees loaded onto it, you're ready to go ahead and begin using it. Now how it works, you simply hit the on button here, and you'll see the screen prompt up. And it'll tell you your balance, that you've got $50 on it. And then simply use the up and down arrows to scroll between the districts. Now we're in Ybor City. As I mentioned before, the meters are at 75 cents an hour. So we'll want to make sure we've got the Y district here, 75 cents.
And that's that box right there.
That's the box that says Y, and it'll tell you 75 cents an hour. Now all you do is hit the star key, and this begins your parking session. You simply hang this device facing outward with the little cute coat hanger here in your rearview mirror. And it will then begin decrementing down time, as you can see right here.
Now, what other districts can you use this in?
You can also use it in the downtown core, and that's the D district at $1.50 an hour. So it works both in downtown and Ybor City.
Now, this is mine, right?
Well, for a mere $50, I'd be happy to give it to you. Now, the other part to this, of course, is when you come back to your car, you have to turn this off. Because, again, it will keep decrementing time. So when you come back from lunch or back from conducting any of your business, you'll simply hit the star button again. Okay. And that will stop the device, and it'll tell you how much time you've used. In this case, we've only been standing here for a couple of seconds. Again, it'll tell you the time of day, and you are ready to turn it off.
Now, what if I want to go ahead and put more money on this? How do I do that?
You do it the same way. At this point in time, you do have to come down to our offices located at Fort Brooke, and you simply come in with your check or your money, and you just simply add money to it like you did in the first case.
Okay, so first we have this great machine here, and then we have number 2, this great machine. What other ways can you park in Ybor City?
The other ways you can park at Ybor City are using our 2 garages. We've got 2 1,200 space garages located, one conveniently adjacent to the Centro Ybor Plaza, as well as the Fernando Noriega garage, which is located on the far west end of the district. These are great deals because they are $1 for the first 3 hours worth of parking.
Wow.
So essentially it's 33 cents an hour for 3 hours.
I like that.
Yes, that's a pretty cheap alternative. And in fact, we encourage our folks that are staying in Ybor City for longer periods of time to use the parking garages and save your short-term business needs for the parking meters, or in this case, the pay and display meters on the street.
And what about 7th Avenue?
7th Avenue is actually free parking for 2 hours. No matter what time of day you conduct your business on 7th Avenue, you'll simply pull up to the space and you'll see the signs that say 2-hour free parking.
Now, I was in Ybor last weekend, and I noticed it looked like a ticket, but it wasn't a ticket. It was a courtesy ticket. Tell me about that.
That's what it's called. One of the programs that we have that's worked very successfully for first-time visitors to Ybor City is our courtesy citation warning. Essentially what it is, if you've parked at a meter and you've paid the meter and your time is expired before you return to your car, and you're a first-time visitor to Ybor City, we will give you a courtesy warning to let you know that you could have gotten a parking citation for failure to pay the meter. The neat thing about this courtesy warning is it does offer some of the other parking options for Ybor City, such as parking longer term in the garage, or how you would park in some of our nearby surface lots as well.
Wow, that's really exciting. You're not going to tell them that I wasn't a tourist, right?
Nope. As long as you're a first-time visitor, that's good for me.
Well, I love that. This is so exciting. Are there any other parking programs that you're considering for the future?
At this time, we don't have anything else that's we're ready to move forward with. But as we continue to work with the merchants and the visitors that do come to Ybor, we are often taking suggestions and exploring alternatives for future solutions.
Well, I'm coming down to Ybor all the time, especially now that parking is so easy.
Absolutely. We'll look forward to seeing you.
Well, Jim, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you down here soon. Ybor City is known for its special events that attract thousands of people to our historic district. In fact, Ybor City has over 26 special events, ranging from the Fresh Market in Centennial Park to the famous Crew of Knights of Sant Yago Illuminating Night Parade. We're outside the famous Columbia restaurant here to talk to Casey Gunsmark. His father was one of the founders of the Crew of Knights of Sant Yago. Come on, let's go on in. We're here with Casey Gunsmark, the owner of the infamous Columbia restaurant, and we are today in the Knights Room. Casey, thank you so much for joining us today.
I'm happy to be here, Veronica.
I understand that your father was one of the founder of the Crew of Sant Yago Knights Crew. Tell me about the crew and the vision behind the crew.
We are very fortunate in our community to have a crew like the Knights of Sant Yago. This is a charter that was brought from Spain. It originated 500 years ago. And my father, Caesar, along with 4 other gentlemen, over 35 years ago, thought it would be a wonderful thing to preserve and maintain and promote the culture of the Hispanic people and the Italians. So we brought people together. Originally, they were only 25 members. Now the crew's grown to 300. The 300 members that all participate in the parade. They dress in costume, and they basically have a good time and have opportunities for family get-togethers, debutante balls, coronations, and things that continue to preserve our heritage. So we're very lucky to have the crew.
Tell me about these costumes that you wear. First of all, they look very warm.
Well, they are. They're handmade. They're specifically made in the color that the king or the knight chooses. And we go back to medieval times, and we have catalogs and books that show us exactly what the style was in the day from the 1600s. So we have to adhere to that very closely. In my particular case, I selected a color that was red. My brother selected a color that was blue, and my dad had a gold and white costume. My dad was the second king of the Crew of Sant Yago, and my brother and I followed him as being kings as well. And we have each 2 daughters which have been queens. So 7 of the Gunsmark family have been fortunate to be able to, and the privilege to be part of the royalty of the Knights of Sant Yago.
What a family tradition. That is fascinating.
Yes.
Now, we're in the King's Room here, and this is a fabulous room. Tell me a little bit about these paintings, and how do I get to be in one of these paintings?
Well, if you would be my queen, I could run for king again, and we could be together. But the paintings basically outline the history. The first king, Phil Cicero, is present. Then we have all of the founders, Henry Fernandez, Joe Granda, Joe Lopez, and Danny Martinez, along with my father Caesar. These 5 daring men put together the crew. The 2 other portraits on my left are my nieces, my brother's daughters, Andrea and Lauren. And to my right, my daughter Jessica is with her king, and my daughter Lindsay, Cassandra, was my queen. So she and I are in the same portrait, fortunately. So that's the history. So we have from the first king to the current king, who's Antonio Serrano, and we predominantly show also his portrait throughout the year that he is the king.
Now, okay, so you have the king, you have everybody dressed up in costume, and then there's the night parade.
Right.
Now, tell me when the night parade started and the route that the parade went on in Ybor City.
Right. Well, the parade has always been on 7th Avenue. As a youth, I remember enjoying it. We participated along with the Mystic Crew of Gasparilla, and other crews have joined in. I know you're a member of a crew, and everyone comes to have a good time. And the parade originally was something just locally situated in Tampa for the local people to enjoy, believe it or not, on a Thursday night. The good thing is we got the day off from school the next day, but now it's on a Saturday night, and the crews number well over 50 as far as I know. We have marching bands, and we have opportunity for a lot of people to participate that didn't do it originally. We begin on Nucio Parkway near Channelside. We come towards 15th Street in Ybor City, and then we proceed north until we get to the Columbia Restaurant. So our route is about 1.9 miles. People get a chance to see it all through the Tampa downtown area.
You mean you have to walk 1.9 miles?
We have floats that we can get on. So when we get a little tired, we get a break and we get on one of our floats. There'll be over 100 units at the parade on Saturday night, and it's grown by leaps and bounds. Everybody wants to get in, and we certainly welcome all of the crews, and everyone is having a good time. So it's really a great opportunity for people of Tampa to enjoy a part of our history and to come and see a parade that's presented for them, with them. And like you and me, a lot of people are in the parade and are continuing doing things throughout the year. We raise money for people that are underprivileged, scholarships and things of that sort. So our crews are fun-loving at the parade, but the thing goes on year-round, and we always look forward to having more crews participate.
Well, I can't wait for the parade, and especially catching all those beads. We'll see you at the night parade. Well, here we are. It is the beginning of the parade, and we're in the staging area right now with William Terry, the chairman of the crew of Knights of Sant Yago. How are you, William?
Very good. Thank you.
So you're chairman, correct?
That's correct.
Now, how is it different from being the Baron or the King?
Well, in our crew, the King is an honorary title. And he is a very distinguished one of our members that is elected by the membership, but he normally doesn't have a lot of day-to-day authority. The Baron is the president. So the Baron is the person that runs our crew. He appoints chairmen such as myself, and this year I'm the chairman of the night parade.
So are you the one that puts this all together and does all the work?
Yes, I do. Unfortunately, that's true. I do most of the work. We have a committee. Not just me, we have a committee of about 8 guys, and we work all year.
Well, you can feel the excitement right now with the parade not even begun. How many people will show up tonight?
We think there'll be about 150,000 spectators and probably about 5,000 people in the parade.
Wow. And the parade will end in Ybor City?
The parade ends at the Columbia Restaurant in Ybor City.
Well, great. And I love the floats. Are there any new, interesting floats? And how many are there?
We have about 90 floats, and this year the Showman's Association has a new float. I have not yet seen it. All of our floats are illuminated, so they're brilliantly lit for nighttime viewing, and I understand it's quite beautiful. The Showman's.
Now, besides the parade, what other events do you get involved in?
We have every year a number of different events. We are a social club, but we have an educational foundation. This year we were very pleased and proud to have crossed an $800,000 threshold in the amount of money that we've given to local universities, University of South Florida and University of Tampa.
Wow, you do a lot of good for the community. Well, it's going to be a lot of fun tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
We hope this is very beneficial to Ybor City.
Oh, believe me, it is.
Okay,
thank you again, William.
Okay.
We're here at Family Fiesta at the crew of Knights of Sant Yago Knight Parade. We're here with Robin Wilson of CC Events. Hi, Robin. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So, you've got a great event here. Tell us about Family Fiesta.
Family Fiesta is geared for families to come down to Ybor City and enjoy the parade. We have the Fiesta area at the beginning of the parade to help let people know in town that it is family fun. We have rides, we have games, we've had activities all day, we've given them free prizes. We're just geared at making the city know that it is a family fun. It's a perfect area to bring your family and kids and enjoy the parade without worrying about being in downtown Ybor City.
Well, this is a great event. How many years ago, how did this become part of the night parade?
I work with CC Events, which does a lot of events here in town, and we've been affiliated with this event for 2 years. We did the Family Fun Adventure Fiesta last year. at Channelside. It was very successful, and this year we have moved it to Union Station, and again, it's been great. So we've been affiliated with it for 2 years, so that's the best I can answer for that question.
Well, good. We look forward to seeing it again for the third year next year. And we're here at Union Station. Why'd you pick Union Station?
The city of Tampa encouraged to shorten the route of the parade this year, and with shortening the route of the parade, it all changed, so it's not exactly going through Channelside. So they thought that a perfect place would be a historical landmark like Union Station. We've had a great fun today. The grass area has been great, so it's been a lot of fun, and the building is beautiful. So a lot of people, I think, that didn't know Union Station was here are very pleased. So I think it was a good location. And
well, it's centrally located, and the kids are having a great time. And I think I'm going to go play some hoops before I head down to the parade.
Sounds fun.
Robin, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night.
Thanks.
All right, we're here with another crew. We are with Donnie Nürnberger with the 13 Ugly Men. Donnie, thanks for joining us.
How you doing, Veronica?
I'm doing great. 13 Ugly Men.
Absolutely.
You don't look that ugly to me. I'm sorry to tell you. What is 13 Ugly Men?
13 Ugly Men is a crew of guys. We're a bunch of businessmen that live here in the Tampa Bay area. And what we do is we put on special events and parties throughout the year, and we give all the proceeds, 100% of them, to various charities throughout the Tampa Bay area. We try to keep the charities local in nature, and we try to make sure women's and children's charities always get deference when it comes to us choosing who we're going to work with and what kind of parties we're going to put on to support them.
Now, you have a float in the parade today, right?
Yeah, we do. We've got a 13 Ugly Men float. It's probably not the most attractive float, but it...
Meaning 13 Ugly.
Yeah, well, we try to keep it in line with our name, but we have a float, and it's all the members come out, and we have a good time, and this is kind of our one thing throughout the year that members really get to have a good time without having to throw a party and worry about the nuts and bolts of throwing an event for other people.
So the parade's going to be fun. What are the plans for tonight?
Well, we're going to obviously have a great time. We're really proud and, first of all, honored to be a part of the Knights of Sant Yago Illuminated Night Parade. And after we have a good time there, we're going to go out and have a good time in Ybor. We're going to go down to Czar, I think, and have a little after party for the crew and the guys.
Wow, sounds like fun. I think I might even join you for a cocktail.
That'd be wonderful.
Donnie, thank you so much.
Thank you, Veronica.
And thank you for joining us for another edition of Ybor Flavors, flavored to suit any taste. I'm going to go get some beats.